We are doing past paper May June 22, paper number 21. This question, examiner asked the appropriation. What examiner did? In this question, if we read the question, the company's year end is December. Okay, year end is December. No problem at all. Year end is December. 31st December is our year end. So, which means it starts from 1st of January. It says that January till September, Maria and Rio, they were doing the partnership and they don't have any agreement. Yani till 30th September, Maria and Rio were in partnership. Yani this period means how many months? January till September, 9 months. 9 months we do have Maria and Rio. They were in the partnership without any agreement. No agreement. If no agreement, we know if there is no agreement, the profit is shared equally. This is the normal rule of the book. After that, what happens? From 1st October here, they admitted Sarah. Okay. Yani after that, yani from after 30th September, yani from 1st October till onwards, October, November, December, 3 months, we have Maria, Rio, and Sarah join them as a partner. So we have two portions. The first portion, Maria and Rio, which is 9 months. The second portion, Maria, Rio, and Sarah as a new partner, these are 3 months. Examiner asks appropriation account for both separately. So we will do that. First of all, we know the format now. What was our format? Our format says profit, then less salaries, then less interest on capital, then add what? Interest on drawings. Now, in this one, this question has two parts. The part one is Maria and Rio. The part two is Maria, Rio, and Sarah. We gone through with the question already. In this question, we have lots of things. So first of all, we are taking the basic item, which is the profit. How much is the profit for the year? So as we already read the question, the profit for the year is 82,500 before taking interest on loan by Rio. So profit is 82,500. This is profit for the year. We are splitting this question in two parts, correct? One is for 9 months, which we have two partners, and the other is 3 months, which we have three partners. So the profit need to be apportioned. How to apportion it? We have profit of 82,500. This is for the year. First portion is for 9 months, and the second portion is for 3 months. So apportion the profit, we apportion the profit as per the months, which is normal because 9 months here and 3 months here. The answers are coming 61,875 for this 9 months period, which we had two partners, and 20,625 for the remaining months, which we had three partners. This profit is before interest on loan given by Rio. Loan by Rio. So we need to search the amount of the loan. here is the amount of loan. What is the interest rate? What was the interest rate? This question has two parts. No? Part one is when they both were running the show. So loan interest. First, we are doing for the first part. Amount of loan is 6,000. Interest rate. They don't have any formal agreement before 1st of October and there is no rate mentioned. After 1st of October, they made an agreement. They made formal or proper agreement. And here, no agreement. If they had agreement, they said that interest on loan will be 8%. But this is after agreement, yani from since 1st October and onwards. But before, there was no percentage of loan interest defined because there was no agreement. When we read the book and when we were doing this chapter, we discussed or we finalized that if there is no agreement, the loan interest is fixed at 5%. This is by default. If there is no agreement, the interest on loan percentage will always be 5%, and this percentage is for whole year. We are talking about only 9 months when they don't have agreement and when they were two partners. So the amount of interest is 225. But for the next period, when they made proper agreement, the loan was 6,000, but now they define the percentage by themselves, which is 8%. So we will take it. And now the remaining ones, which are 3 by 12, we will get the answer of loan interest. And after that, we will have profit, which is after the interest. And then we will search for salary, interest on capital, and interest on drawing. That if there is no agreement, if there is no partnership agreement, the profit will be shared equally. And if there is any loan amount, loan given by partner, the interest percentage is 5%. This is not given in the question. This is the amount which we have to memorize. It comes from our head. It's come from our mind that there is no partnership agreement and there is a loan given by partners. So the percentage by default, which is coming from our head, it's not given in the question, is 5%. And then you can see after 1st October, when Sarah got became a partner, when she introduced the capital, they defined an agreement. They made a formal agreement in which they defined the percentage 8%. So, okay, once they made agreement from that time till onwards, and from 1st October till onwards, we are using 8%. We are using 8%. But before, when they don't have agreement, the percentage is fixed, and this percentage is will not be given in the question. This is the percentage which always comes from your brain. You have to memorize it. Okay.
Okay.
Then from the first period, first 9 months period, is there any salaries? I cannot see. This is the 9 months period. No, I am highlighting it. This is the 9 months period. This green. This is the 9 months, right? These are the 9 months. No salary, no interest on capital, no interest on drawing, khalas, nothing. Zero, 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 zero. But for the remaining period is October till onwards. This I am highlighting in another color. Here we have interest on capital, interest on drawing, we have salaries, each and everything. So we are going to do that. First is salary. Who is getting salary?
Mario, take off and start.
Rio, is getting salary. Salaries. The green highlighted, which is 9 months, there are no salaries at all. But for the remaining period, note number 3 says that, and this is after 1st October, no? Yani only 3 months. He is getting 15,000. Mr. Rio is getting salary of 15,000 per annum. Annum means 1 year. This is only 3 months period. So we will not deduct the whole salary of 15,000. We will calculate it as per months because this is appropriation. Appropriation as per the number of months. Mr. Rio is enjoying salary, but the salary starts from 1st of October. So October, November and December, only how many months? 3 months salary he will get because the first 9 months period there is no information about salaries of any partner. So that's why for the first 9 months there is no salary at all. After salaries, we knows that we have something called interest on capital. Interest on capital is the amount which applies on the amount of capital which applied on the investment done by the partners, right or wrong? So for the first initial 9 months period, there is no information about interest on capital, and we know if there is no agreement means no interest on capital. So there is no interest on capital. But after they made a formal agreement from 1st of October and onwards, and for 3 months, they said interest to be given at 6% on fixed capital. Note 1 we were done, note 3 done, note 2 is this interest on capital. They said 6% for the year. So now we have how many partners? October onwards we have 3. Rio, we have Maria, and we have Sarah. Amount of capitals we need to search. How much, what is the amount of capital invested by Maria, Rio, and Sarah? I just highlighted with yellow color. Fif- 52,000 is by Maria. The amount of capital by Maria is 52,000. The percentage of interest is 6% for the year. 6% for the year. And this is only 3 months. Same thing will apply, but the amount of capital for Rio is 38,000. Same fraction, 6% into 3 by 12 will apply. And Sarah's capital, yani investment by Sarah, is 45,000. We knows that interest on capital always applies on the amount of capital invested by the owner. But the trick in this question is that the examiner played. Played what he played? He said that first 9 months he didn't give you any information of interest on capital. Means there is no interest on capital for the initial 9 months when we do have only two partners, Maria and Rio. After that, when Sarah joined, they defined proper agreement. And as per the agreement, they said 6% on capital interest will be given. But this is only how many months? 3 months. Percentage of interest is always for the 1 year. So 1 year percentage is given. 3 by 12 we calculated and we got the amounts of interest on capital. After that we are searching interest on drawing, but as we already read the question, there is no information, there is nothing about drawings and interest on drawings. So we have residual profit. Residual profit for the initial 9 months, 61,650, because if there is no agreement, no interest on capital, no salaries, and no interest on drawings will be paid. Then the remaining 9 months, they had an agreement. As per the agreement, we paid them interest on capital, we paid them in salaries. There is no interest on drawing is given. So the residual profit for the remaining 3 months, 14730. We reached till residual profit. After we got residual profit or divisible profit, what we used to do, we used to share. No, after that we close it, one line, closing line, one small line, and we write share of profit. The first 9 months period, we had only two partners. The name were Maria and Rio. There was no agreement, which means if there is no agreement, equal share means half half. Equal share means half half. So how to do half half? 61,650 divided by 2, I will get 30,825. If there is no agreement, as per the rule, we are distributing profits equally. Then the next 3 months period, when we had Sarah with us, share of profit, they said the profit to be shared, and after they made proper agreement, note number 4, they gave you percentage. Maria, Rio, Sarah. 2:1:2, which means total 5. So 2 by 5, 1 by 5, and again 2 by 5. So Maria, Rio, and Sarah. Profit for this period is 14,730. 14,730, 2 by 5. 14,730, 1 by 5. 14,730, 2 by 5. Let's calculate the numbers. 5892. This is the distribution of profit, and this we can say we completed this part B of this question, which is for 7 marks. This is for 7 marks. 7 easy marks is lengthy, but it's not difficult at all. You guys must redo this question, because this question is as per the new syllabus scheme, which is examinable in May-June 23 attempt, especially for May-June 23 attempt and onwards attempt. Students must redo this question. This is 7 marks, and there is one theory question as well. They are asking you that Maria and Rio have been in partnership for a number of years. What are the 3 drawbacks of admitting new partners? When we were discussing the course from the official study text of Cambridge, we learned that, and I told you to memorize the advantages and drawbacks of partnership. Here, simple, he is asking the drawbacks. So number 1, profit are going to be shared. If we are sole trader, all profits are mine. But if I am admitting a partner, my profits are going to be shared. So profit sharing. If I am a sole trader, I can decide what I want to do. Nobody I don't have to wait for any other person's agreement. But if we are in partnership, decision making will take time because all the partners must have to agree on decision. Otherwise, there is a risk of disagreement which can delay the decisions. These points which I just said it will going to award you 3 to 4 marks easily, and you have to memorize the advantages and drawbacks of partnership from your official study text, which we already marked when we were discussing this chapter. It's on the first starting 2 pages of the chapter. uh, if you are using official CIE course book. So that's it for this past paper.